Sometimes the most valuable work in any project is the stuff you can't see, the work that never actually shows up on a timesheet or an invoice. Today, we're going to peel back the curtain on that invisible work and see how it separates a decent vendor from a partner who completely changes the game. So check this out. This is how a strategic partner, CES, kicked off their year-end report for a biotech company called ProKidney. And honestly, it's the perfect way to think about it. We all love getting our Spotify Wrapped at the end of the year, right? Seeing our top songs, our most played artists. Well, this is basically a Wrapped report for a business, and it reveals not just the big hits, but the deep cuts that really made all the difference. All right, so let's start where any good Wrapped report does, with the highlights, the stuff everyone can see and celebrate. This is the tip of the iceberg, the most played tracks of the year. And the most streamed hits for this partnership, they're pretty impressive. I'm talking a full suite of animated videos rolled out in 4 different languages, a brand new, super robust data reporting system built from the ground up, an entire library of educational guides for patients and staff, a total brand and visual identity refresh. Oh, and he managed to stabilize the work happening across a bunch of other vendors. These are the blockbuster deliverables, no doubt. It's a great list. I mean, who wouldn't be happy with that? But is that really the whole story? Is a successful partnership just about checking off a list of deliverables? Or is there something much, much deeper going on here? And this is where we get to the core of it all, because underneath all those shiny, visible accomplishments, there's a massive amount of what we're calling invisible work. Think of it like the hidden engine that's actually powering the whole operation, making sure the entire machine runs smoothly, not just the parts you can see from the outside. So what is invisible work exactly? Well, it's all that strategic, behind-the-scenes effort that goes into stopping problems before they even start. It's the endless coordination calls that keep 5 different teams all pulling in the same direction. It's the deep thinking that creates stability in a chaotic project. It's basically the connective tissue that holds everything together. And because of that, it never really fits neatly on a list of deliverables. Now, what's so cool about this slide is how it takes that kind of abstract idea and makes it super concrete. Just look at the value here. Without someone constantly troubleshooting between vendors, you're looking at delays, errors, maybe even data loss. The invisible work, it creates stability. Without someone fixing data and tracking issues, your reports are just plain wrong. The invisible work, it brings clarity. You can see this isn't just nice to have stuff. It's actively preventing disasters and saving a ton of time, money, and headaches down the road. Okay, so how did this partner actually generate so much of this invisible value? It wasn't just by accident, that's for sure. There was a real method to the magic, a clear process for turning a flood of raw information into smart, strategic action. Let's break down how they did it. It all boils down to the simple but incredibly powerful 3-step funnel. Step 1, you collect the raw data. We're talking weekly reports, recruitment numbers, all that good stuff. Step 2, you dive into that data to find the insights. You ask, what are the trends here? What's getting in the way? And step 3, the most important one, you turn those insights into action. You use what you've learned to make better patient materials, to get vendors on the same page, and to fine-tune the whole strategy. It's a cycle of constant improvement. And this map is a brilliant example of that process in action. This isn't just a map with a bunch of dots on it, it's a story. The data showed that for this clinical trial, some patients were being referred to sites that were hours and hours away from their homes. This heat map took that data point and turned it into a powerful visual. It revealed a huge human barrier, transportation, that was totally hidden in a spreadsheet. Suddenly, a number becomes an empathy point. And the insights they uncovered went really deep. The data dashboard actually flagged this critical finding. There was a major gap in specialist care between white patients and patients of color. And that just shows you the data work wasn't just about making a campaign run a little better. It was about uncovering profound systemic issues of inequity. And for a clinical trial, that is absolutely mission-critical information. So this brings us to the bigger picture. When you combine all those visible accomplishments with all of this powerful invisible work, what's the real impact on the organization? Because it's so much more than just a folder of delivered files. The true impact is really summed up by these keywords from the report. The company didn't just get videos, they gained clarity and built trust. They didn't just get a new logo, they achieved operational stability. And maybe most importantly, they didn't just get reports, they embedded data-driven decision-making and a deep focus on equity right into their company culture. These words describe a real fundamental transformation. And let's be totally clear, This kind of transformation has a huge impact on the bottom line. In the world of biotech and clinical trials, a single month of delay caused by some vendor screw-up or simple miscommunication can cost hundreds of thousands, sometimes even millions of dollars. So that invisible work of preventing those problems, it delivers some very, very visible financial returns. All of this really points to a crucial distinction, a completely different way of thinking about the people you work with. It's the difference between hiring a vendor and engaging a true partner. And this chart just makes it crystal clear. A vendor, they deliver items, they follow orders, they fix problems after they've already happened. A strategic partner, on the other hand, they build systems. They help drive strategy. They prevent problems before they even start. A vendor is just operational glue. A strategic partner becomes part of your core decision-making engine. It's a totally different ballgame. And that right there is the ultimate takeaway. The goal of a truly great partnership is never just transactional. It's not just about getting a video made or a report filed on time. The real goal is transformational. It's to make the entire organization more effective, more fluent with its own data, and ultimately more focused on the patients it's trying to serve. So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with a question to chew on. In your own work, in your own company, who's doing this invisible work? Who's that person or that team that's always preventing problems, aligning all the different stakeholders, and just making everything run smoothly behind the scenes? And maybe more importantly, is that incredible value they're creating actually being seen, acknowledged, and appreciated? Something to think about.